Welcome back to the Presidential D&D Campaign, where AI voices of U.S. presidents get together to play some Dungeons & Dragons. I am Ben Shapiro, your AI Dungeon Master.
It is about time that we get back in action. I am ready to kill some things.
Yes, there wasn't any combat in our last session, but there should be some surprises in store as you move to investigate Galen's farm. Before we get started, though, Joe, would you mind giving us a recap on our previous session?
Yes, well, I don't really remember our previous session, but Barack knew that you were going to ask me, so he wrote down some highlights that I can read off. First, we entered the city of Loudwater, and Thorn checked us into the tavern. Then the bartender warned us about the priests of Sanitas, and we went to the marketplace where we met with Kieran DeLaver, the mayor, pretty much. He was arguing with some priests and seems to be a decent guy. I think that was pretty much everything that happened.
You forgot about how I almost killed all the guards. It would have been a piece of cake, but I decided not to because I am a good person.
I don't think not killing someone automatically makes you a good person, Donald. And you were about to get wrecked by those guards. You wouldn't have stood a chance.
Here you go again, trying to gaslight our viewers into thinking that I am some sort of weak little fighter. It's fake news. Our viewers know that I would have won single-handedly.
Well, our viewers do know the truth behind what happened. If you don't know or missed the last episode, here is a link to that. Now, finally, are there any questions before we get started?
Just one. Who is this Thorn guy again? Obama wrote his name on the paper, but I think that is supposed to be like Titus or Peter or something. We haven't met anyone named Thorn, I don't think.
I'm not even going to comment on that this time.
Thorn is the guy you are protecting, Joe. He hired you to transport him to Loudwater, and now to befriend the townsfolk and try to make a trade for the magical artifact, if there is one. Well, if there are no other questions, we can get started. We will pick up in the marketplace. Kieran is walking away to go about his duties, and Galen is at his stand just in front of the party.
I spotted Galen last episode, so I think I should be the one to talk to him first.
One thing before you do, I wanted to ask you both a question. Do either of you trust Thorn? I do think that we should get on the good side of the townsfolk, but he seems like he might be up to something.
I don't trust him at all. He is a zombie. Zombies are bad. There isn't much to it other than that. However, he happens to be a rich zombie, so I think it is good business sense to work with him.
How much did he offer us if we helped him?
250 gold pieces each if we help him obtain the artifact. That is like 1,000,000 gold pieces if you think about it.
Well, it is 250 gold pieces if you think about it. Is that really worth it? He already paid us 25 for bringing him here. And then Donatello, you were able to steal 50 from him and he hasn't seemed to notice yet. I think we could probably make more money by helping the townspeople, and then we can also be the good guys.
I am always the good guy. I have never done anything wrong in my life. All right, I see what you are saying. If there is more money to be had by not helping Thorn take the artifact, I am all for that.
I am down for whatever. I don't discriminate against the undead, so Thorn is okay in my book, but he is a bit suspicious for sure.
All right. I am definitely in this for the money as well. The academy wasn't cheap, and I have a fair amount of student debt. But I also don't want to make all that money by exploiting a small town in the middle of nowhere. Since we are mostly in agreement, we should go talk to Galen.
Sweet, I will lead the way. He's from the country. Me and him have an understanding. Hello, are you Galen?
Yes, I am Galen. Might I interest you in some cabbages? Don't mind the black marks, I can assure you they have been washed well.
Yeah, I will take some cabbage. My mother used to make a delicious cabbage stew. She would boil the cabbage in some water and then serve it up to us, man. That was good stuff.
I literally just threw up a bit. I interrupt whatever nostalgic love fest is going on right now and ask Galen, how can we help with your whole problem? Do you know how this black stuff is getting on your cabbage?
I don't really know, no. The past couple of nights I have tried to keep watch. I sit in a chair on my porch and look out over my cabbage field. But every night I have just fallen asleep. I used to be in the town guard, you know, night watch. I never fell asleep on watch before. But I am older now, I guess. Anyways, if you adventurers were able to come to my farm tonight and keep watch with me, maybe we could get to the bottom of it.
Aren't we supposed to meet Titus tonight?
It's Thorn, Joden, not Titus. And I think we would be okay not to meet with him. I don't think he is in an urgent situation. We should head out to the farm, I think.
Fine, we can go out to the farm. But we need to resolve this quick so that I can sleep in a real bed. Camping sucks.
Why did you become an adventurer if you hate camping? Isn't that kind of the norm?
I didn't want to become an adventurer. I was happy fighting in the arena back home. Every night I had company and a comfy bed. But if a king hires you to do something, the only way to go is up.
I guess that is fair. Should we head out to the farm now then?
I can give you a ride out there if you would like. I'm not selling much here today. so I could take my wagon back so you don't have to walk.
Thank you, Galen. I think we will take you up on that offer.
As Galen packs up his stall, you see a man in a light brown robe walking towards you. The bystanders around him bow their heads as he passes by.
In Trumpville, people used to do that to me. He is probably very important in the town.
Hello, adventurers. I am Father Lucian. I am grateful that you have come to our small town, but what, may I ask, brings you here?
Well, we are just passing through and looking for a good place to rest. First, though, we thought we would help out our friend Galen here with a problem on his farm that has cropped up, pun intended, over the last week.
Ah, yes, Galen. I am sorry to hear about the farm. Please, if you have need of food for the coming winter, the Abbey's stores are open to you. Thank you, adventurers, for helping us with this. May I ask your names?
I am Donatello, the greatest fighter in all of Trumpville. These are my companions, Barak the Wizard and Joden the Ranger.
It is a pleasure to meet all of you. If I might ask, I have a favor of my own once you have finished helping Galen.
Yes, of course, we are here to help.
There is a Myconid colony not far from here, where some of the priests go to obtain healing potions for the wounded and sick. However, lately, the Myconids have attacked the priests who have gone there. Would you be able to perhaps investigate and find what we have done to offend them?
Myconids, those are mushroom people, yeah? They are highly intelligent and emotional creatures with a complex social hierarchy?
Yes, that is correct. I'm only hoping that they are well and safe. If they simply do not wish to trade with us anymore, that is okay. But if you could check on them for me?
Yeah, we can do that. Where's the cave at?
It is about a mile north of the road on the way to Galen's farm. Perhaps you could stop by on your way back to town?
That sounds like a plan. Happy to be of service.
Before we accept, though, there is the matter of payment. Is there any attached to this task?
Beyond my gratitude, I do not have coin to offer. Perhaps I could offer some of the potions if the trade route is reestablished.
Good enough. Pleasure doing business with you.
With that, Father Lucian turns and begins walking back up towards the abbey, pausing to chat with the citizens around him. During the conversation, Galen finished packing up the cart as well. Father Lucian is a great man. He has helped a lot of the townsfolk through some difficult times. We had some bandits pass through a year or two ago, and he organized the priests and ran them out. Protected the amulet, I mean. He protected the abbey and all. Are you ready to go?
What was this about
Yeah, we can go in just a moment. I wanted to talk with my companions one last time. I lead Donatello and Joden off to the side. Well, it sounds like there is probably a magical artifact here for sure, guys. That was really strange what he did there.
Yeah, he is lying for sure. He is a really bad liar, too. I would never have made such a rookie mistake if I ever told a lie.
Why don't we just ask him what that was about?
Well, I think we should gain their trust a bit more first. If we want to protect it from Thorn, we can't express too much interest in it at first.
That is a smart move, Barak. I guess they did teach you something at that academy.
Thanks, Donatello. We move back to Galen and proceed to leave the town with him.
Great. As you travel with him in his wagon, the conversation feels strained. He clearly knows that he messed up in what he told you. However, he steers the conversation back to the problem at the farm. So like I was saying, I don't really know what is going on. The past few mornings after I woke up on my porch, there are a bunch of cabbages missing and a black tar-like substance on a lot of my plants.
Can I make a nature check to see if I know of anything that could cause that?
Sure, that sounds good.
That wasn't great, only an 8.
You think that it could be tar, or perhaps the trail of a black ooze or something?
I relay that to my companions.
Thanks for the heads up, Joe. How far are we from the farm?
You are actually pulling up to the farm now. It is a modest farm, an old but sturdy farmhouse and a small field of cabbages. The field is perhaps 400 feet by 400 feet. 2 rickety rocking chairs sit on the porch of the farmhouse. You dismount from the wagon and Galen begins unloading the unsold cabbages, placing them in baskets next to a well.
How long is it until nightfall?
You have maybe half an hour. Do you guys want to sit on the porch with Galen or set up in the field somewhere?
Would I be able to get on top of the farmhouse? Somewhere I could see most of the field and the road with a bird's eye view?
Sure, Galen grabs a ladder and helps you up onto the roof.
I am a ranger, so I want to be in the forest. Could I set up in a tree somewhere?
And I want to stand right in the middle of the field, sword planted in the dirt in front of me.
I am pretty sure that is a terrible thing to do to a sword, but very well. Joden, you are able to climb a tree and get a good vantage point, and Donatello, you stand resolutely in the middle of the field. Night begins to fall, and the silence of night begins to weigh in.
Why are you rolling dice, Ben?
Sorry, just had to make a couple of rolls. Obama, you hear snoring coming from the porch and feel a wave of exhaustion sweep over you, but your elven blood prevents you from falling asleep due to magic. Donatello, standing in the field, You feel a magical wave pulse over you, but your training as a fighter helps you recognize it and jerk yourself alert. And Joe, you don't feel anything, but you hear whispering voices from a glade not far from you and see a huddle of people around your size moving towards the field.
Do they see me?
No, not yet at least. If they continue moving in the same direction, I will have you make a stealth check, though.
Do I see them? I'm ready to kill whoever it is that is stealing this poor farmer's cabbages.
You don't. They're still hidden behind the tree line from you. Same goes for you, Barack.
I'm not going to move. Can I make the stealth check then?
Yep, you can do that.
I got an 18. That's pretty damn good.
They don't see you and move into the field. They now have entered Barack and Donatello's field of vision.
I'm going to charge them an attack. Do we need to roll for initiative?
Yeah, all right. We will roll for initiative then.
I got an 18.
That is bullshit. I should have been faster than you. I only got an 8.
I will go before you too then, Donald. I got a 14.
This is complete and utter horseshit. I'm a trained fighter. I should get a plus 20 bonus to my initiative.
I believe there is a feat that you can take that gives you a bonus to initiative. If you want to do that, Donatello, there is an optional feat you can take next level.
Whatever, you two just better take fast turns. I'm about to wreck these guys.
I want to do something a little bit out of the box for my turn. Would I be able to cast Ray of Frost, but do so behind the creatures to prevent them from running away because it is icy?
That is creative thinking. I like it, Barack. All right, you can do that, and they will have to make a dexterity saving throw if they run away. However, this will fully alert them to know that you know they are there.
That is okay. They will know soon anyways. All right, I cast Ray of Frost to do that. Do I need to make an attack roll or anything?
No, it was a smart move, so I will rule it an automatic success. Do you want to move down from the roof at all?
No, I want to stay up here so I can cast Scorching Ray next turn. I'll just end my turn there.
Okay, that sounds good. It is Joe's turn now.
Since they don't see me, do I get advantage on my attack with my bow?
Yeah, you get advantage.
Sweet, I'm going to shoot at the one closest to me then. That is a 14 to hit and a 7 on damage.
You hear a cry of pain as your arrow sinks into the knee of the creature in the back of the pack as it falls to the ground. The already scared creatures begin to try to run for it, moving backwards across Obama's frost spell. 3 of the creatures slip, including one that was helping the injured one. 4 of the creatures are sprawled on the ground, while 2 remain standing. The 2 standing ones draw their weapons, one with a sword who tries to stand between the others and the invisible bowman, and the other with a blowgun. He is going to take a shot at Barack. That is a 16 to hit, with a 5 piercing damage and 3 poison damage if it hits.
Yeah, that hits. I only have a 13 armor class.
All right, with falling down and making that attack, we will go to Donatello's turn.
It is about damn time. I'm going to charge at them with my sword and shield drawn.
All right. You make it to the area of Barack's frost spell. If you want to go out onto the ice to fight them, you will also have to make a dexterity saving throw to stay on your feet.
Piece of cake. This game is absolute trash. I cannot believe I just rolled a 3 again. I never get good rolls with these dice. I'm guessing that fails.
Yeah, you fall onto the ice, which takes up the rest of your action.
Can I use action surge to get back up and attack one of them?
Yeah, you can do that.
Natural 20. This game is the greatest invention in human history. Did you see that, Barack? Natural 20. I'm going to absolutely wreck this guy.
That was a really nice roll, Donatello. You are probably just going to kill someone in one hit.
Good chance, yeah. Do you want to go after the injured one or just one of the other ones?
The one with the blowgun. Barack is going to owe me big time after I kill him. So I add the maximum damage to what I rolled, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Sweet, that is 16 damage then.
You slice through the chest of the creature holding the blowgun. This close to them, you identify them as halflings, and as you slash the creature, you realize that they are extremely skinny and malnourished. It was a fatal blow, and he falls to the ground, bleeding profusely.
Oh, for Christ's sake! I didn't know that before I swung.
Can I use Misty Step to make it over to them and then cast Healing Word before he dies?
I'll allow it. What did you roll for the healing?
A 5.
Okay. The slash from Donald heals slightly, and the bleeding lessens. There is a higher chance that he will live. Also sorry to break immersion, but I just realized that we had not explained how you know Healing Word to our viewers. It is not a typical wizard spell.
Oh, right, that is our bad. It was a homebrew edition due to me doing an internship in the hospital wing at the academy. We had talked before we started and felt it would be a good addition to my character and wanting him to be a good guy.
Thanks for that explanation. One of my favorite parts of Dungeons & Dragons is that since it is a shared storytelling experience, you don't have to follow all of the rules all of the time. Now, the halfling that Donald almost killed is looking like he will live, and following that gesture, the halflings stand down a bit, still nervous and alert. but not trying to defend themselves or kill you. 2 of them begin mending the wound from Joe's arrow. This seems like a good spot to end this session.
Okay, but before we leave, for the record, I was attacking a mysterious creature who had just attacked Barack. I didn't realize until after I swung that it was a malnourished little halfling. That was not my fault.
Same goes for my arrow, though to be fair, I was a lot further away, so it makes a lot more sense that I didn't know.
Shut up, Sleepy Joe. It is time for your nap.
To our viewers, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more of us playing D&D together.
Thanks, everyone, and we will see you tomorrow.